my dear 12th students from CBSE board, so there is, as you all know, your date sheet for the exam is already released, and now it might be a time that you are very panicking, you are very nervous, right? So whenever the date sheet is released, that is like an alarm, right? That is like an announcement that the exam is now really close, and now we cannot procrastinate, we cannot take it lightly, and we have to be serious about your preparation, right? So yes students, that is why this video is for all of you, and I'll be discussing the detailed strategy how you should be spending the next 2 months, okay? What you should be doing, who should be doing what should be a level of preparation, everything in detail, so that you can make the best utilization of these 2 months and can get the best course for yourself, okay? So now let's get started without any further delay. So first thing that you should know now is this time is the time for hardcore preparation, okay? Whether you are an average student, whether you are topper student, whatever you are, but you need to right now focus only on your studies, okay? So the first thing that after the date sheet is released, the first thing that you should be doing is not being nervous, not being panicky. You have to calm down yourself, you have to understand, and now you have to make a strategy for the next 2 months. And the second very important thing is commitment. The commitment to get very good results, the commitment to work hard, the commitment to put all your efforts. So if you are ready to put your efforts, if you are ready, if you are committed to this great score that you want to get, please comment down that I will work hard from today. I want every student who is watching this video to put a commitment in the comment section, so that you will remember this commitment every day, and for the next 2 months this will be your full to work hard, right? So yes, now what is the strategy where we are going to discuss? Today is 30th November, right? And we have to start our preparation from 1st December till January 25th. Okay, you have time to complete the syllabus. Okay, you can make it January 20 also, but I have given you little extra time. So make sure that by January 25th, 2025, your syllabus is being covered. Okay, now I will also be telling you how are you going to cover your syllabus. Okay, what should be your strategy in this last 2 months. Now let us see. Now the students, first you need to analyze your preparation. Where do you exactly stand now? Like how much is your preparation completed? So in this we have 2 categories of students. The first one who have completed more than 50% of their syllabus. Okay, they are in a very good zone, and they can use this 2 months in a very effective way to get full marks, or to get to be the toppers, to be state toppers, CBSE toppers. You can really do this right now. And those students who are in less than 50% completed, okay, for them also it is not anything to worry about. I have seen so many students who will be below average during their midterm examinations and all, but in the last 2 months they follow a particular strategy, they work really hard, and they even score 90% and above, right? So both the students are there, and I'll be telling you the strategy for both of you. So please watch this complete video and understand what should be your action plan for the next 2 months, okay? So the first one, the students who have completed less than 50%, okay? So that is, you are like not done with all the chapters. So what you need to do first sit down, okay? Make a list of all the chapters, okay? So first thing you have to do is segregate the chapters into completed and not completed. I want this, that every student should go subject wise, okay? For example, you have opened chemistry, okay? In chemistry there are 9 chapters, right? 7, 8 and 9. Whichever chapters, 10 chapters are there in chemistry 12th, right? So whichever chapters are done, just put a tick mark and write them separately, done and not done, right? Done and not done chapters, here the list should be there, here the list should be there. This is the first thing that you need to do. Next thing, start off with the easy chapters with high priority. Now those chapters that you think that is not done, okay, these chapters, and those chapters which are easy or small or are of high priority, first try to finish them. Now what is the reason for doing this? when the date sheet is released and you are less than 50% syllabus completed, it is very obvious that you will be nervous now, right? So it's time to boost your confidence, to boost yourself, to motivate yourself, and motivation comes with progress. So when you see that you are able to complete the chapter slowly with a strategy, then definitely you will be able to boost yourself. So for that reason, start with easy chapters and high weightage chapters. Okay, after that go for moderate and then difficult chapters. Okay, you can go for after that moderate chapters and then complete the difficult chapters. Slowly you will be able to do this. Now how to complete the chapters? Now for this you have to remember that what are the things that you need to do complete the chapter. So first of all, you can make use of one shot videos for studying anything new. You are doing any new chapter, just go and see its one shot video so that you will have an overall idea about the chapter. Okay, what are all the things that you should study and all. After that, do NCERT in text and solved questions. Do not go to exercise questions right now. First solve all the NCERT solved examples and in text questions. After this, do some case based questions from any of the book, but I can suggest you take Oshwell book. Okay, that is very good. It has like compiled a lot of questions, very good quality questions are there. So you can take that book and read, that is very good for your preparation. And after this, if you have time, go for exercise questions of NCERT. Okay, if you do not have time, you can leave this, but at least do NCERT in text questions, solved examples and case based questions from Oswald book. Okay, so what are you going to do? First, list of chapters which is completed, not completed. In the not completed chapters, order them. How are you going to finish them? To finish them, first look at one shot videos. Second, once you are done with the concepts and all, you can make quick notes out of it and then do some previous year questions. You can start with NCERT, solved examples, in text questions, case based questions, and then you can do exercise questions. Okay, with this your chapters will be completed soon. Clear? Okay, now for those students who are done with the 50% syllabus, okay, for this also, for you also, the first step is the same. You should make a list of chapters to be completed. Just make a list of chapters to be completed, right? So here whichever chapters are there, just make a list of that, and you should also revise the chapters that is already done for you. Okay, so how are you going to do that? So first is complete the chapters that are left and make formula sheets parallelly. Okay, formula sheets, short notes should be made parallelly so that you can revise these chapters quickly. Okay, after this, do random questions. This is very important and this is a smart strategy that I am telling you how to do. Now see, suppose you are completed with the chapter from chemistry, you are done with electrochemistry chapter. You think you have completed that chapter. Now you should also be revising the chapters that are completed, right? So for that, do not go and read the notes again, read the books again. Do not do that. Take Oswald book. Okay, just I am giving reference. You can take any book. Okay, take one previous year sample paper question book and randomly solve 10 questions. Okay, just take these 2 questions, tell anyone to dictate or just write down these questions and try writing answers for these 10 questions. Okay, after that, correct these questions, because if you are having book, you will also be having the solution. Correct these questions. Now whichever question you are not able to answer, just go and revise that part of the topic. Okay, that part of the chapter you need to go revise, and also after that do some more questions from that particular topic to test that okay, this topic is now strengthened for you. Clear? So this is the thing that you should do to revise the chapters that are already completed. Step number 1, select 10 random questions. Step number 2, solve them. Step number 3, evaluate them. Step number 4, identify the questions which you got wrong or which you stuck at. Revise them again and do another test from these particular concepts. So you do not have to revise the whole chapter again. You will be able to save a lot of time in this. Okay, so please follow this strategy to revise those chapters or revise those topics which are already done for you. Okay, and for the chapters which is not done, the same thing you should follow. If you have time, you think you can go read NCERT line by line, solve in-text questions, examples, exercise questions, case based questions, and then your sample paper questions. Okay. Next we have work on paper presentation and weak areas. So now see, because your syllabus is done, you have time to polish it more. Okay. So work on paper presentation. Whenever you are writing, make sure that you are putting lines between the answers, you are leaving equal space between the answers, you know how to level the diagrams, you know how to segregate the paper to rough sheet and the main sheet. So these all things you can practice so that the presentation is very good and you are able to get really good marks in your examination. Clear? So I hope this is clear. If your syllabus is 50% completed, what you need to do? First, you need to list out the chapters to be completed. To complete these chapters, if you have time, you can first go NCERT line by line. Okay. First step. Then you can do solved questions. Solved plus in-text questions. Okay. Next, go for case based questions, right, and sample paper question, sample paper questions. After that, if you are still having time, you can go for NCERT exemplar questions. Okay. So these things if you do, so basically first starting what you can do is you can use these three and complete the chapters. For revising the chapters, I gave you this idea. For these random 10 questions, you can refer to any reference book or you can take exemplar books and solve questions. That will be really helpful. Wherever you are stucking, just go and check that particular concept. After that, what you have to do? You have to work on paper presentation. So whenever you are writing, solving these 10 questions, make sure that you are solving it in exam condition with proper, like as you are writing an exam. In that way, you need to solve these 10 questions. Clear? So that is the time, like how you should be completing your syllabus by 25th of January. Okay. So now your exam, as we know, exam is starting from 15th of February. So January 25 to almost 10th of February, you have 10-15 days for revision. Okay. So during this revision, what you should be doing? So that is our next thing. Okay. Here I want to tell you one more thing. Like if your syllabus is 50% done or less than that, or if you want to know what should be the order of the completing the chapters. Okay. So first of all, in mathematics, try to complete continuity and differentiability, integrals, determinants, vector algebra, probability 2, application of derivatives and 3D geometry, because these are your high weightage chapters. Then go for relation function, matrices, differential equations, applications of integrals and inverse trigonometric functions, and at the end you can do linear programming. So now here from this list you can check, first try to, suppose you are doing maths, okay, and your syllabus is 50% completed or less than 50% completed. So first try to complete these chapters, okay, these yellow shaded chapters. In that you make a list which is done, which is not done, and try to finish those not done chapters. And if your syllabus is 50% completed also, make sure that you, whichever chapters are not done, bring a list of not done chapters and then complete them in this order. Okay. Similarly, for chemistry, you have, first I will tell you, first please complete organic and inorganic, then you can go for physical chemistry chapters. Okay. Because physical chemistry, I can tell one day is enough for one chapter, or I can say almost in 1.5 days you will be able to complete one single chapter. So that will take really less time and you do not have to go for NCERT and all, you just need to solve questions, numerical practice is enough for physical chemistry. But yes, organic chemistry, n number of reactions are there, more revision is required, more practice required. So make sure that you first complete organic chemistry. Okay, so that it is done, a big chunk, a big difficult portion is done, then definitely that will boost your confidence and you will work and you will get more time to revise these concepts. Okay, organic chemistry, the more you revise it, you will retain better. Okay, and one more trick I want to tell you for reactions. Okay. For remembering reactions, please do not mug up. Please do not mug up. I will tell you a very simple way to to remember the reactions. Make formula chart, sorry, make flow charts. Okay. Make flow charts, and then what you need to do, solve conversion questions. Okay, remember, conversion questions are the best tool to remember the reactions. So at least from each chapter, if you do 20-30 conversion questions, then you will be able to remember all the reactions. There's no doubt in that. Okay, so make sure that you make the flowchart, see the flowchart and start doing conversion questions. If you see that and do, automatically by the time if you do 20-30 conversions, reactions will be remembered by you. I can guarantee you that, right? Next, going to physics. This is the order how you should be doing the chapters. Make sure you can take a screenshot of this based on their priority and all. I have given you this list. Try to complete the chapters in these order. Okay, next we have order of priority for biology. So biology, those students have taken biology, please try to finish these high weightage chapters first, then moderate weightage, and then go for low weightage topics. Okay, so now coming to, one second, okay, fine, now coming to, okay, now I have to tell you how to master a chapter faster, because we have very less time. So for those students who have done less than 50%, you do not have time to go NCERT, read line by line. You do not have to that much time, right? So you need to do the chapter in a quick and a smart way. Okay, so how to do that? First you need to select the chapter. How to select? I told you, see the list of the chapters that you need to complete. Okay, after that take the which chapter is done, not done. So select a chapter which is high weightage. Okay, after that do one shot. So you can just watch a one shot video from YouTube, or any if you have any friend who can explain you. So make sure that you complete one shot video or one shot discussion on that particular chapter. After that, solve previous year questions. Okay, solve previous year questions. Also solve here NCERT solved examples. For you can leave right now exercise questions. Okay, solved examples and in-text questions plus PYQs. Okay, how many PYQs you need to solve? At least 20 to 30 PYQs you need to solve. After that, make quick revision notes so that you will revise it faster. Okay, with short color code and all, use it and make very quick notes for this one. Then lastly, you have to revise and test yourself. So for testing, again do these 20-30 questions. You have written questions. Try it once. At this time you have learned the answers and you have written. Now this time just take these questions without seeing, write them, and if you are able to solve the questions correctly, your chapter is done. Whichever questions you are not able to do, revise it again. Okay, that is how you can complete the chapter quickly. Okay, next coming to now the next last 15-20 days which we are left for the exam. At that time what we need to do? So from Jan 26 to February 10, okay, this is the time where you should focus on revision. Okay, because how much ever you are studying, but if you are not able to revise in the last minute of exam, in the last 10-15 days of the exam, then definitely this all work will not have any effect. Okay, the students who are really serious in the last moment can make a very big difference, even though they do not study throughout the year. Okay, so make sure that these last 2 months makes really count, and these last 15 days should be very, very crucial, where you should be only focused on your studies. Okay, so how are you going to revise? Very simple tricks I'll tell you. So first one, revision order. Revise those subjects which has less gap. You see the timetable, put the timetable in your front, okay, in your study table, paste it and check which subjects are there which is having less gap. Okay, so try to revise those subjects fast, because you will not be able to get time to revise them during the exam. So make sure that whichever the subjects are there and you find that that is difficult for you and less time interval is there, make sure that revising of that chapter should be done first. Next, you have create a schedule. Okay, divide your day into focused time slots for each subject. Okay, so give at least 2 hours for each subject. Whichever subjects you are weak at, give them more time, but make a revision schedule. Okay, morning I'll be studying chemistry, afternoon I'll be solving physics, night I feel sleepy so I want to do maths at that time. So like this you can just revise, you can make a daily schedule for this one. Okay, next one is use one shot videos. Okay, so As I told you, if at this point of time also some chapters are left which you haven't done, so make sure that you just watch their one shot videos at 2x or 1.5x speed and complete, and just have an overall idea of that particular chapter. Next is use sample papers. Okay, so sample papers are the best thing to revise, so make sure that you practice questions individually from the chapters. At least 3 to 4 sample papers you need to solve. Okay, not 3 to 4 books, 3 to 4 sample papers you need to solve. Appear for full length mock test. Okay. Next we have your mistakes. You need to analyze your mistakes. So now know your mistakes and take it seriously and rework on it. So as I told you, if you are solving the sample paper questions, whichever questions got wrong, try to learn that answer again, write it again and work on it. After 3-4 days again revise those questions. So make sure that here you are maintaining an error notebook. Okay, you are maintaining error notebook. Now what is this error notebook? Error notebook will be a notebook where you will be writing all the questions that got wrong. Okay, make a list of all those questions, and when revising, make sure that you are using this error notebook and revising those questions again and again. Okay, and last and very important, work on paper presentation. You know, paper presentation is really important. So when you are writing these sample papers, make sure that you are having correct gaps between the answers, you are putting line, you are underlining the keywords and the, I can say, underlining the important terms. You know how to maintain, how to write the definitions and all, how to make table for difference between questions. So make sure that you really work on presentation also. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do in the last month from January 20 or 26, based on when you have completed the syllabus, till Feb 10. Okay, then your exam will be starting, whichever subject is there, based on that you have to start your preparation. Okay, so now here are some very important things that I want to tell you. Please remember that if you haven't studied till now, do not worry, past is now past. But if you use these 2 months time seriously, honestly, with full dedication, you can still get a very good mark. You can still make a big difference in your result. Okay, so that is why do not get demotivated, do not get disheartened that you haven't done anything. Other students have done really good and all these things. Do not need to think. Just focus. I have 2 months time and I will be using this 2 months time in the best possible way. I will be avoiding all type of distractions, mobile phone, social media, social gatherings, everything I will avoid, and I will be studying seriously for the next 2 months. If you are ready for this, please comment down. As I told you in the starting of this video that you are working hard, I will be working hard. Please comment down this one and show me that commitment that you are ready to work hard for the next 2 months. Okay, so as I told you, discipline is very important. Discipline plus consistency can make a great change now also. So make sure that for the next 60 days, you are consistently studying, putting all your efforts, and not even a single day is there where you are missing your studies. So that is why pre-boards like boards. Okay, so whichever now you will be writing your pre-board examination, make sure that you are writing them as your board examination. Take them very seriously. Now your question may arise that, ma'am, we are not able to complete the pre-board syllabus entirely. That will happen. But if you are completing 2 chapters, make sure that the 2 chapters are done with 100%. Any question comes from that 2 chapters should not get wrong. Okay, so suppose for the pre-boards the complete syllabus is there, but you are done only with 50% syllabus. Try to do 60. You do not have to complete 100% in the same week. You cannot do that, but try to do 60, 65. But whichever questions are coming from that 65% syllabus should be absolutely correct with 0 error. Make sure of this one. Okay, so yes students, so with this I would like to tell you students, this is going to be very critical period. Okay, so please motivate yourself. Just understand that now you have really less time. 2 months time is is a make or break period. If you use this 2 months time, then definitely you will be able to recover from all your mistakes that you did previously, and if you study hard, then definitely you can get good marks. But yes, if you do not use these 2 months like I can say wisely, then definitely you will be somewhere lacking behind. Really, you will be lacking behind. Okay, so those students, whether you are from like if you are appearing for KSET examination also, then remember your board marks will count. So it is very, very important to score really great in your board marks. So that is why all the best, students, and if you have any doubt, please comment down. I'll definitely address it. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching. See you soon in the next class.